You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out.
Shannon Sharpe steps away from ESPN as serious allegations and a $53 million lawsuit threaten to dismantle his media empire and legacy.
I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Shannon Sharpe, once celebrated for his Hall of Fame football career and commanding presence as a sports commentator, is now facing one of the most difficult chapters of his public life. The former NFL tight end, whose charisma and bold commentary made him a dominant figure on and off the field, is currently surrounded by controversy. A series of troubling allegations has placed his reputation, media empire, and future in serious doubt. The most recent claim involves a former Fox Sports employee who accused Sharpe of choking her during their time working together at FS1's Undisputed, the sports talk show he co-hosted with Skip Bayless from 2016 to 2023. While no official lawsuit has been filed in this case, insiders reported that the matter was quietly settled for a substantial amount, believed to be several $100,000. This sum suggests the accusation was considered serious enough to warrant a financial resolution.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Though Sharpe and his spokesperson have denied any inappropriate conduct, describing the interaction as merely playful physical contact, the fact that a settlement occurred behind the scenes has stirred public speculation. For many, the incident adds to a pattern that seems to have followed Sharpe for over a decade. Back in 2010, he had already stepped aside from CBS's NFL Today after being accused of sexual assault in a case that was eventually dismissed. These past and present controversies are now converging, raising questions about the conduct of a man who has long used his voice and personality to shape sports media.
Shannon, you're facing some pretty serious allegations. You risked it all for a 19-year-old OnlyFans girl. How do you see this all playing out in court?
It doesn't matter. OKC, KFC, UFC. Shannon and 5.
The choking allegation isn't the only legal trouble Sharpe faces. In April 2025, a woman identified as Jane Doe filed a civil lawsuit against him in Clark County, Nevada, seeking over £40 million, about $53 million in damages. The lawsuit accuses Sharpe of raping and threatening the woman during their relationship, which started in 2023 when she was 20 years old. According to court documents, the alleged assaults occurred in October 2024 and January 2025. Doe claims that Sharpe used his influence and fame to control her emotionally and physically. The lawsuit also includes claims of physical violence and mental distress.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
In a move that added to the intensity of the situation, the accuser's legal team released an audio recording in which Sharpe can allegedly be heard threatening to choke the shit out of her. Sharpe's attorney, however, countered that this audio was taken out of context. He argued the interaction was part of consensual role-playing and that Sharpe had no idea he was being recorded at the time. The attorney insisted that the relationship had been fully consensual and that the entire lawsuit was nothing more than an attempt to extort money from Sharpe. According to him, Doe had turned down a $10 million settlement offer prior to filing the suit, indicating that this legal action was driven by financial motives.
Well, in response to the $50 million lawsuit filed against him by Jane Doe and Tony Busby, Shannon has responded by releasing the identity of Jane Doe and private text messages between the two. Jane Doe, who has been revealed as Gabrielle Zuniga, sent messages to Shannon saying that she wanted to toss his salad and wear a dog collar for him. According to Shannon, these messages prove that she was always with it.
Faced with rising public scrutiny, Sharpe issued a statement on April 25, 2025, saying that he would temporarily step away from his responsibilities at ESPN, including his role on the debate show First Take. He said he wanted to focus on his family and address what he described as false accusations. Sharpe mentioned he planned to return to television at the beginning of the NFL preseason in August. However, reports suggest that this decision may not have been entirely his. According to insiders, ESPN had already decided to remove him from the Monday and Tuesday lineup of First Take before he made the announcement. In an official response, the network acknowledged the gravity of the situation and supported Sharpe's decision to step back, at least temporarily.
What's in that audio and what both sides are saying? On Sunday, high-profile attorney Tony Busby filed a lawsuit on behalf of a woman using the name Jane Doe. In it, she accuses Shannon Sharpe of raping her, not once, but twice, after their relationship allegedly soured. According to the lawsuit, the two met at a gym in LA in 2023, and things took a dark turn after Sharpe went live on Instagram while appearing to have sex with another woman. The suit claims that shortly after, Sharpe sexually assaulted the plaintiff. Fast forward to Tuesday. Busby releases an audio file to media outlets, allegedly capturing a heated exchange between Sharpe and the woman. In the clip, she accuses him of manipulating her. Sharpe reportedly replies, and I quote, "If you say that word one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you." After a pause, the woman says, "I don't want to be choked," to which Sharpe allegedly replies, "Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter."
These developments have placed Sharpe's flourishing media career at a crossroads. His transition from football star to media mogul had been remarkably successful, with popular shows like Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. Co-hosted with former NFL player Chad Ochocinco Johnson, Sharpe had built a massive online following. His content attracted millions of views, and there were even reports of him negotiating a media deal valued at approximately £80 million, or $106 million. However, the wave of allegations, lawsuits, and public backlash now threatens to unravel all that success. His choice to continue hosting Nightcap without directly addressing the lawsuits drew criticism, with many accusing him of trying to ignore serious issues while keeping his brand intact.
When I'm hearing people, they're like, well, this wouldn't have happened with a black girl. Let's start right there. With a black girl, he probably would have paid child support. It would have been easier. I'm just gonna say it. It would have been easier with a black girl. Let's say she was from the projects. Her name was LaTanya. He wouldn't have been paying what he's paying. I just know that.
That also said if you play in the snow, let it go.
Don't know how it's going to go.
You're not going to know how it's going to go.
Yeah, everybody want to play in the snow till it's a blizzard.
Till it's a blizzard, it's crazy.
I mean, you got a lot of money. You can't really date in the snow unless you're going to marry. That is because they don't play by the same rules. They didn't have the same upbringing. So their mindset is to do whatever you ask, because when it goes wrong, they're gonna want their half.
Adding fuel to the fire was a viral incident involving adult film actress Sky Bree. During a recent episode of Nightcap, Sharpe made a risque comment about her, stating she played on her back, which many perceived as inappropriate and demeaning. The remark quickly spread across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and X, generating millions of views and sparking online debates. While some brushed off the moment as locker room banter consistent with Sharpe's unfiltered style, others condemned it as sexist and disrespectful towards sex workers. Cultural commentators weighed in, suggesting that Sharpe's brand was beginning to lose focus and that he might be leaning too heavily into shock value for attention. They noted a clear shift from his earlier image of professionalism and sports insight to one more rooted in controversy and viral sound bites.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey, Sky,
it.
I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
She a hooper?
Oh yeah.
Who she play for? Who she play for?
She got her own little thing,
Huh?
Man, y'all. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all be on that bull jive, man.
Hold on. Who she play for?
Back in the day, she could have been on my team.
She played for on her back.
This wasn't Sharpe's first brush with an embarrassing internet moment. In late 2024, a clip from his Instagram account went viral after he accidentally live streamed himself during an intimate moment. The 2-minute stream, which captured sexually explicit sounds and a woman speaking to Sharpe, stayed live long enough to be viewed over 30,000 times before being deleted. Initially, Sharpe claimed his account had been hacked. However, he later admitted on a Nightcap episode that the stream had been accidental. He explained that he had unknowingly hit the live button and didn't realize it until it was too late. He expressed embarrassment and mentioned that he was still figuring out how to properly use social media tools.
It's important to point out a couple of things. Number one, I was not there. I can provide no eyewitness account. And even though I got love and respect for Shannon Sharpe, and I'm sincerely hopeful and prayerful that he is completely innocent of the allegations that have been levied against him, I can't sit here and speak to his innocence or guilt from a knowledgeable place because I have nothing to do with this. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I don't even know this person.
With controversy mounting and his legal team preparing to countersue Jane Doe for defamation, Sharpe finds himself in a precarious position. Once a respected figure in sports broadcasting and social commentary, he now faces a landscape filled with doubt, criticism, and legal peril. The accumulation of events, from old workplace accusations to a multi-million-dollar rape lawsuit and viral missteps, has severely damaged the carefully built media image he crafted following his NFL career.
She asked him to put a condom on, and he did not. That's some of the allegations that she's making. So that's her claim of SA, right? Mm-hmm. He's saying this is just foreplay of how we talk. I don't think when he said, I'm gonna come over there and choke you, that didn't sound like foreplay to me. I do think there's part of the conversation that we're not hearing. I do agree with that. Which begs the question, Shannon Sharpe, you are a 55, 56-year-old man that is a veteran in this business. And we can say she set you up, but the main person that set themselves up is you, Shannon Sharpe. You should know better by now. I don't understand high-value men that continue to get caught up in situations like this. Now, at the end of the day, this very well may be a case of there was no SA, but it's just like professionally, ESPN is not going to be happy about these personal details being out in the streets because it's disgusting, right? It's not a good look for these corporations, Disney Corporation, the parent company. It's not good. So you very well may be innocent of a crime, but guilty of being stupid.
His departure from ESPN, though stated to be temporary, casts a shadow over his long-term relationship with the network. Executives at ESPN are said to be monitoring the situation closely, though no further disciplinary actions have been confirmed. Still, insiders believe that his return might be difficult, especially if public opinion continues to shift against him, or if new information emerges from the legal proceedings. Even the media deal that once seemed guaranteed may now be at risk, as brands become increasingly cautious about associating with figures mired in controversy.
NFL Hall of Famer and ESPN host Shannon Sharpe is being hit with some serious allegations, y'all. A woman has filed a $50 million lawsuit accusing him of rape and sexual assault during what she says was a nearly 2-year relationship. She's also claiming he recorded their intimate moments without consent and even threatened her at times. Now, Shannon's team is denying all of it, saying the relationship was definitely consensual and this is just an attempt to blackmail him.
Sharpe's journey from gridiron hero to media heavyweight was a remarkable transition that inspired many. His blunt yet humorous takes and ability to connect with both fans and critics made him a unique voice in sports media. However, the events of 2025 have transformed his public persona. What was once endearing authenticity is now being criticized as recklessness. His influence, once viewed as a refreshing change in traditional media, is now under heavy fire.
Shannon Sharpe, the Pro Football Hall of Famer and prominent sports media personality, is facing a $50 million civil lawsuit filed in Clark County, Nevada, on April 20th, 2025. The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, alleges that Sharpe sexually assaulted her on multiple occasions during a nearly 2-year relationship that began in 2023. The lawsuit claims that Sharpe engaged in a pattern of manipulation, threats, and abuse, including recording and sharing their sexual encounters without her consent. According to the complaint, the relationship deteriorated after Sharpe allegedly live-streamed himself with another woman in late 2024. Doe asserts that Sharpe continued to pursue her, culminating in alleged assaults in October 2024 and January 2025. The lawsuit also accuses Sharpe of making violent threats and causing intentional emotional distress.
As his legal team prepares for battle in court and his accuser stands firm in her claims, Sharpe is in a fight not only for legal vindication, but for the survival of his public legacy. Whether he can weather the storm, rebuild trust, and return to his role in sports commentary remains uncertain. With millions of viewers, fans, and critics watching closely, Shannon Sharpe's next steps will determine whether he reclaims his position or fades from the spotlight altogether. So what are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.